Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider, the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Bridle alongside Brooks Monaghan, and the regular season is now complete. You look forward to the conference tournament, but you ended it in a huge way over Tulsa on Senior Day, a game that ended up 6-1, but things were in doubt at the intermission as you were down 1-0 to Tulsa.
Yeah, a little bit of a tale of two halves, but in the first half, in all fairness, we had opportunities, but sometimes that senior night can mess with the kids a little bit, I think, and I'm not faulting them, but there's so much emotion riding. The families are there and all that stuff, so I think it affects it in a negative way, and I think it just took us a little bit of time, but we can't win, and we were down 1-0 at half, and playing against a team that was playing for their life. Because Tulsa, if they would have won, they would have been in. So we knew we were going to get their best. But really just said to the kids, listen, there's no need to panic, and we just need to have a little bit more focus. And I knew if we could get that first goal that we would get the chances to get the second and third, and that's exactly what happened.
So there was no real concern at the half. That's no disrespect to Tulsa, but as you mentioned, you said you saw the opportunities in the first half. As long as they could kind of settle down at the half of the locker room, you felt good about the second half.
100%. I mean, we saw that the opportunities were there, and just kind of tweaking some stuff and tweaking the mentality and just making sure we were really focused. And again, I thought the girls did well with that. And one goal came after the other, and was able to get the result.
A lot of fun in the second half on Senior Night. A nice way to go out on the regular season.
Always a great way to go out. Listen, I'm really good friends with the Tulsa coach, and it breaks my heart because we're dear friends, and you're rooting for them, but I have to root against them in that game. But for our seniors, it's they've had a great career, those kids, and they've been a huge part of this program and really getting it back on the map. And so it's nice to send them out on a great note.
It's funny how you look at a regular season the last 3 weeks and how things can flip really quick. A couple of weeks ago when you went down to Florida and all of a sudden you find yourself in a tie for third, still fighting to maybe get a top four, and then all of a sudden the tournament pops up. You've earned the number 2 seed in a first round bye.
Yeah, I always say you play to finish first, and if you can't finish first, second is I guess the next best thing. But with finishing first or second, it's a big advantage because you get the bye, so you're going to be rested and playing a team that played with less than 48 hours. So I think that's good. For us too, obviously everybody goes in trying to win a regular season conference. Now we're trying to win the conference tournament. That's our goal. But also looking beyond that, we've put ourselves in a really good position for postseason play after the conference tournament. But for us, it's just trying to get a little bit better with each game, making sure the kids are really focused and all the fine details. But looking forward to a great conference tournament. With this conference, honestly, anybody can win, and I expect it there to be some really tight games. And we don't know who we're playing, either Central Florida or Temple, and both will be a tough game no matter what. But it'll be a good one.
That's interesting, too, because as you mentioned, you don't want to take anything for granted. Your resume, I think, speaks for itself. I don't think you've got anything to worry about, but you never let it want it to go behind closed door in a committee.
No, that's it. I mean, listen, you again, we're going to play to win every game, and our number one focus right now is ourself, because we don't know who we're playing. Once we find out on Wednesday, then all focus will be towards that team, and we'll review tape of when we played them in the past, and just be ready for a battle.
We also got some really good news today. They have released all conference selections, and boy, what a haul you got. Olivia gets Defensive Player of the Year, Serena, Olivia, Clarissa, Marie, first team, Catherine, Elizabeth, second team, Tanya gets all rookie.
Yeah, I say this time and time again that none of these kids could get these awards without their teammates. And, there's some kids that are that aren't on that list that absolutely could be on that list. Every one of those kids you mentioned are well deserving. I'm proud of them. Again, hopefully that just gives them that much more confidence going into this conference tournament. And but yeah, it's always nice to have a lot of your kids picked for the all conference.
Then Olivia Marie got on the honor roll as well. That 6-1 performance.
Yeah, that's this past week. Yeah, again, well deserved, and several others that could have. But it's a good group of kids, man. They've given themselves a chance. What they've done from day one is they've put their head down, they've worked hard, and they've bought into us as coaches. So that's not always that easy, and that's a key ingredient. And these kids have created this for themselves, and they're a lot of fun to be around. And I just hope we can keep this game going for a while.
Before we let you go, just a quick thought on the returners on this team from last year's squad. Last year's squad got out to the hot start. Second half, just for some reason or the other, couldn't put it together. This year's second half really good, especially after the disappointing trip to Florida. They really rallied, and they finished very strong for your team.
Yeah. I mean, it's we always talk about when kids come in here, it's a process. It's very difficult for a first-year player to come into our program and make a big splash. It's just another level, and a lot of these kids think they know what hard work is before they get here, and they really don't. That's not their fault. But just to see players like a Clarissa, a Sam Murphy, this year, compared to where they were last year, they didn't play a lot of minutes, and now, they're our leading goal scorers. I mean, Stasia Mallon from a year or 2 years ago didn't play a whole lot, and now, plays 90 minutes every game. And it's credit to those kids for buying in and listening to us and trusting us. And it's a lot of fun as a coach to see those players grow over time, and we're always using those players as an example to our younger ones, because I'll tell you what, there's a lot of talent on this team that people haven't seen a lot of, but they will, because those kids continue to do the extra work and believe in the process. And so it's we've got a lot of exciting players coming up, like I said, that not many people are aware of. But it's exciting times to be Memphis soccer.
Coach, we appreciate it as always. I'm sure we'll catch up with you after the tournament.
Absolutely.
That is Brooks Monaghan. I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.